Realistically, only a fraction of people can be clearly associated with any of these descriptors. Remember, these are not categories or bins, but traits along a gradient. Now that we have this model constructed, we can look for patterns of how beliefs relate to each other. Probably the most obvious clustering divides the religious from the non-religious. Laid out on the circle of belief, the religious and non-religious can be grouped like this, based on how I defined each descriptor. We can also group theists and non-theists to distinguish those that believe in a god or gods from those who do not. Based on the definitions I provided, confident atheism and religious orthodoxy are both characterized by certainty. Religious moderates are in the middle, and religious questioners and ambiguous agnostics comprise a group defined by uncertainty. Confident atheists and religious orthodox tend to be passionate about belief systems. In contrast, those who strongly question religion and the self-thinking individualists tend to be more apathetic. So now that we have this truly sweet and certainly uncontroversial model, what can we do with it? I'm interested in one truly fascinating question that I want to have addressed with this model. How do people's beliefs change over time? Let's come up with 3 hypotheses. Let's call them the clockwise hypothesis, the counterclockwise hypothesis, and the random hypothesis. Now, being a guru, I could tell you which one of these is true, or we could be scientific about it. Let's choose science, because it's the best way we have to accept and reject different models and hypotheses. First, we need some facts. I'm going to start with the facts at hand. My own life experience. Wasn't I a cutie? Those of you who have followed my videos know that I was raised on a farm by Baptist Lutherans. We weren't evangelicals as the word is often used today, but when I was young, it was quite unfashionable to mow lawn on the Lord's Day, and if you weren't in church on Sunday, you felt guilt that lingered all week long. 13 was a hard year for me, and by the time I was 15, I was seriously questioning the absurdities in the book of Genesis. I was religious, but not accepting every idea that I was taught in church or Sunday school. The extreme and irrational arguments of television evangelists pushed me away from my birth faith as much as I was attracted to a more skeptical worldview by the beauty of scientific learning. The most interesting phase of my life began when I went to college. During my freshman year, I was immersed in geology classes with a geology roommate, and this forced me to acknowledge that my beliefs were yet unreconciled. I attended some evangelical student events and even dated an evangelical woman once. Yes, a woman. And I saw a side of religion more radical than I had ever known. And it scared the bejesus out of me. Years before, I had adopted reason as a life skill, and the thoughts and actions of my newfound religious friends were patently inconsistent with what I had grown to value. By the end of my freshman year, those new experiences, both religious and secular, helped me to find myself as a defiant individualist. I found no reason in formal religion and no reason for it, but my love of the natural world and appreciation for its stunning beauty and complexity left me spiritual. God became the mystical order of the universe. By the age of 24, my passion for science and skepticism brought me to atheistic agnosticism. It took time to overcome the mind baggage of my earlier beliefs, and my thinking has not substantially changed since then. Most label lovers would classify me as an atheist, but I long ago learned to embrace adjectives rather than nouns in my thinking. Now, what can we say when n equals 1? Not much. But based on my own experience, a premature assessment suggests this. With only a slight blip, my life experience followed a progressive, clockwise pattern from moderately strict religious belief to skepticism. So what I want to know from you is this. Was my life experience similar to yours? And if not, if you were raised a non-believer and you became religious, how did you move through this model? For anyone who has changed their beliefs over their lifetime, did you pass through in stages, or did you jump? I look forward to your response.